just for clarification's sake, one more time, Immortals gonna be starting down south.
Yeah, as the blue team, their opponents, BoughtABagLastYear as the yellow side up to the north, and yeah, when it comes to their tanks, well, the Immortals, as expected, going favoring the IS-3s.
They actually have a T69. So
yeah, I know, but just we're playing on Runeberg, but it's the first time we see them on Runeberg, so I'm actually very curious about that. But at the same time, when you look at their frontline tanks, it's solid. They've got a pair of IS-3s, a T32, they got a 5100 to back that up, and yes, as you mentioned, they have the Sirius with a T69 medium. Now their opponents, when it comes to a BoughtABagLastYear, it's pretty standard if you ask me for a Runeberg setup. They've got a pair of 5100s.
I feel like that KV5 though is a little bit unnecessary though.
Possibly, but
I would much prefer like a T32.
They did match the T69 though as well. You know, you've got Crimson that matched the T69 on the Sirius side as well for the Immortals. So a very well balanced lineup on both sides. As a matter of fact, I want to say a slightly more aggressive one coming from the Immortals with that extra T32. So it's going to give them more options to actually charge in, but at the same time, I'm very surprised by BoughtABagLastYear's strategy.
Actually, these two teams are on completely opposite ends of the map.
Exactly, because one's camping up north, pretty much, out to the field, and then you've got the Immortals, who are still really just well regrouped towards the south. But they are moving forward. They are moving forward because they realize that their opponents have not yet committed to the inner city, so they're actually moving north right now, and this could be very detrimental to the BoughtABagLastYear side.
Yeah, that is true.
Their push is being unchallenged at the moment, and if they're still where they were at the beginning of the set, they're going to be in a world of trouble.
I definitely have to agree with you right here. It's the Sirius and his T69 is leading the forces, and BoughtABagLastYear have absolutely no idea this is going on because that T1 was actually taken out. Yeah, Ben Click was taken out by the Sirius.
Very early on,
yeah. Very early on.
So they got no eyes in the city.
Exactly.
Okay, they have spotted each other.
They have spotted only that T69 so far, though. Yeah, only the T69. So Gao Shou has spotted the Sirius, and I don't know. I think what BoughtABagLastYear has to do right now is at least reposition more towards the city, or at least to the city edge.
Yeah, the Sirius is actually just unleashing the first shot from his autoloader, and he's getting a chunk out of HTY. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Oh, the Sirius landing 2 out of those 3 shots onto HTY, so great trade.
And he's gonna have all the time in the world to reload as well.
Exactly, and the rest of his teammates are right behind him. They're going for a slight, at least from the looks of it at this moment, they're going for a split push.
I'm really liking the fact that the Immortals have also committed one of their T1s to the field just not to get flanked, or at least get eyes on target if they do get flanked.
And even if that T1 gets taken out, it's worth it. Because you know that they're not there.
Exactly, so basically right now they know that BoughtABagLastYear are all clustered towards their starting position. So
and they're also, since they know this now, they're actually going to reposition some of their tanks towards the city edge and then push in that way, or even the eastern side.
You know, the way I see it, it reminds me a lot of You Are Dead versus PP YOLO Gaming X that we had seen this morning. In the sense that You Are Dead were toying psychologically with their lesser experienced opponents, and I get the feeling that we're seeing exactly the same thing at the moment.
And I definitely have to see, if I were one of the BoughtABag members, I would definitely be expecting them, at least some of the tanks, to still be on that western, kind of northwestern edge. So all their focus is going to be over on that edge, whereas now, look at this, you see the Immortals going to actually pull out completely from that position.
I think they're gonna try to flank them from the eastern side.
Yeah, they are throwing down pings down there too.
Right. Or perhaps even half of them might just go up towards the city edge as well.
They're gonna split up their tanks and then just go for a 2-prong push.
But what really does disappoint me at this point is BoughtABagLastYear's lack of reaction. They're not even sending their last remaining T1 to try to find out where their opponents are. They're giving entire map control to the Immortals, and although
look at this, if you just kind of look at the positioning coming out from the Immortals,
it's ridiculous.
Pretty much 90% of the map belongs to them right now. They have control of 90% of the map, and really it's only a matter of time before they just kind of unleash the trap and then take out their...
Well, it's just they're going for perfect surrounding maneuver, and look at that. Look at the positioning from BoughtABagLastYear. They haven't budged, actually, and if they stay like this, they will be made to suffer. Really, it's just I can't believe the passivity
and
like
the
on
KB5 is on the wrong side of the map as well. If this Eastern push goes right for the Immortals, they don't have to worry about the KB5 until the very end of the fight. And that could not play better into their hands.
Honestly, this is very, very strange. Usually the team, okay, they have been spotted. Finally, they have been spotted to the east.
Yeah, Heinz Linderman actually. Oh,
yeah, but the second T1 goes down. So yeah, the serious.
Well, if they're gonna go for the push, I feel like they gotta go right now because now that they've been spotted, the focus is gonna now shift to the eastern side, and it's
possibly. But they did leave like 2 tanks to the city edge as well.
No, but they're gonna go. They're gonna go at the same time, and then you know, just attack from 2 different angles because to penetrate any defense, you can't go head on. No matter what map, or no matter where it is, pretty much any defense you can't go head on, and you almost always have to go with a split push strategy where you go from 2 different angles.
You know, I don't want to be like too pessimistic here, but I don't see the Immortals losing this. Yeah. To be really honest with you, although
no, just look at the map control.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, and outside, okay, a T1 finally goes down on the Immortals side.
But look at the Sirius just already lining up his shots onto Wei Jie Chen, already taking 1 shell, I believe, by the Sirius here. He is repositioning the other tanks from the Immortals now. Also, slowly, actually, these so Iron Buzz, Hades, and Killer in the Dark are actually still over here
at the city edge.
Yeah, on the city edge.
No, they're just waiting for the signal from the Sirius to actually charge in. Like as soon as the Sirius and his partner, I believe, like
actually, I think they're waiting. Yeah, for that.
Yeah, and they're going right now. Yeah, actually, they're going right now, and they will make it. They will make it.
And the thing is, BoughtABagLastYear are also going for a slight push of their own. They're going for the inner city now.
Yeah, but they're not going to have the time. They're going to have to defend their base.
But actually they're playing this right because if they stayed in their position
they would have been trapped.
Yeah, they would have been trapped. So they are making the right play here, moving into the city to get under cover. And if this base capture starts, which it will start right now, they will be at least in a better position than they were before.
To defend this, that's true, but they will have to come back and defend.
It's still going to be extremely hard though. Look at that. Oh my god,
this is a bloodbath.
Yeah.
So Crimson has been taken down as well.
Oh, Savan here. So both the autoloader tanks over here, separate from the heavier forces. And
look at that, the Sirius took a lot of damage but still managed to survive. So now he's hiding behind the building. This is extremely well done by the Immortals. Excellent damage trade.
Look at this positioning as well by the team.
This is brutal. Hades took a shot, but he's being sandwiched by 2 of his partners, so basically they're safe where they are right now. This is extremely well done. Meanwhile, the base capture is still going on. I mean, it was delayed, but HDY taking even more damage from where he is. He doesn't even know where he's getting shot from. This is
about to get taken out. Oh, but look at that Sirius finally getting taken out there, but it's not gonna matter.
More than a worthy trade though at this point. I mean, look at Gao Xiao, B4, HDY. They're all like so low. There's you know, right now, they've got no other option but to try to go for a capture of their own because they know they're getting like absolutely hammered.
Way. I mean, Wei Jie Chen might be able to like delay it a little bit, but even by the time that one tank gets to the Immortal base, the base capture is already going to be at like 80%.
This is an overwhelming victory by the Immortals. Really, just the mastery and the fact that they just like outplay their opponents who basically cannot afford to do this again.
Yeah, and this is just classic Immortal play where they just spread out, they get the map control, and just slowly creep up and form and make that net formation, and then just creep in and take them out one by one.